Hey, welcome to Sri Lanka. I've been here for the last 2 weeks finding out all my heritage and done so much, too much for one video, but it's been brilliant to see my mum. And without further ado, let me introduce you to the good woman herself. This is my mum.
Hello.
Hello. So we have done a huge amount in 2 weeks, too much like I said to show you in one video. So we're just going to both talk about a couple of things that we found really interesting, and I'll just chuck a bunch of pictures at the end of this so that you can see what it was all like. So without further ado, starting with our favourite monuments or sites. What was your favourite monument or site?
My favourite monument or site was the Sigiriya, which is a rock which was royal palace, and it is a temple as well as and there are frescoes of beautiful maidens, and I've waited a long time to see that, and they were wonderful.
My favourite one was the Buddha at at Dambulla, which is absolutely stunning. It's huge, it's gold, and at the bottom of it has a weird sort of mouth face thing, which is both fantastic and terrifying at the same time, and looks like something straight out of Studio Ghibli, something out of Spirited Away. Next question, what was your favourite food, place or dish?
I think my favourite was the buffets at both the hotels we went to. There was an incredible amount of food, of everything from Sri Lankan to Western, you name it, they had it.
Pretty much. I ate far too much every single day. It was disgusting. But the food was amazing. And my favourite was definitely king coconut. Just seeing it like chopped up, and then they give it to you and you drink it, which takes forever. Those things are huge. And then you get like a piece cut off the side of it and you use that as a spoon to scoop out the flesh. So it's this whole performance, this whole thing around it, which is really cool. Red bananas were quite cool too, though. They are just bananas that are red. They don't taste any different. What was your favourite experience? These are both animal related, I know. Mum, yours?
Feeding milk to the baby elephants at the Pinavella orphanage, and also touching the little turtles who were going to be released into the sea.
And that was totally my favourite. Like having a little turtle in your hand, photo and video to follow, totally cute, was amazing. They're just tiny and cute. I also held a huge turtle, which was really heavy. So one thing I wanted to find out from Mum especially was what was the biggest surprise, having not been here for such a long time. Like what has changed, what was the big thing that really was different for her? So Mum.
There was a lot of change, but one of the things was how big the town of Galle had grown, which is where I went to school, and it was much, much bigger than I had expected.
For me, obviously not having been before, the change I wouldn't really know, but I'd say the biggest surprise for me was potentially the Buddhist temples. Like, Sri Lanka is a Buddhist country, and what I loved about the Buddhist temples was actually that there were Hindu monuments there as well, because the kings often would marry Indian women and bring them back, and instead of making them convert to Buddhism, they'd respect their religious beliefs and actually create a place for them to worship their gods, which I thought was fantastic. And the other thing that was a huge surprise is that I'm related to two Sri Lankan Prime Ministers, DS, who won independence for Sri Lanka from the British, and then also his son Dudley Senakanaika. So that was really cool to find out. I'm quite proud of that.